turn your attention to these lovely, talented human beings. And we're going to announce our first speaker. And for this speaker, when I'm done announcing their name, please give them an extra round of applause, because going first is like the worst. So our first speaker is David Lewis. He is a junior majoring in public affairs. He plans to attend law school after graduation. His instructor's name is Thomas Secchi, and the title of his speech tonight is Privacy. What privacy? All right, let's welcome David.
So let's say you are that stereotypical poor college student, and I'm sure that's none of us in here right now. You're sitting in your apartment with the candles lit, ushering in a nice, romantic, ocean breeze aroma. The buttery smell of the popcorn centers itself on the table in front of the loading TV, which displays Netflix. Your significant other rushes into the room and cuddles right beside you, waiting for the movie to begin. 5 minutes pass by, and we are still on the screen. 10 minutes go by, and nothing changes. So you decide to run back into the room and fiddle with the internet connections, and you have the green light, so you're good to go. You come back out into the living room, and still, it's frozen. So you just restart the TV, you reboot the computer, and we give it another shot. Netflix. A couple of minutes pass by, and then all of a sudden, you start getting all of these ads talking about student financial aid. It is just crazy. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to talk about financial aid, but by show of hands, how many of us love the internet, right? We actually enjoy it. Now, taking advantage of the internet and all of its wonderful opportunities may come to a slight halt. We may not be able to enjoy the internet with such privacy and comfortability. This is what may happen if internet privacy and internet neutrality ceases to exist. Now I'm going to show you a brief 1-minute clip brought to you by Life Nugget, who is going to explain to you what internet neutrality is. So I am going to explain what internet neutrality is. Internet neutrality falls along the lines of having a free and open internet. This allows you to engage in entrepreneurship and innovation across the web. It also allows businesses to be all on the same playing field so that they do not slow down the internet connection of some of the web pages you visit or have random ads just popping up on the TV that you're trying to watch. Now, as college students, as faculty, as staff, you know what, as American people, we should have a right to engage in this free and open internet. We should not have to worry about our information being shared on the web to strangers. Simply put, our internet privacy has been jeopardized by the 115th Congress, and I'm advocating for our state government to adopt a policy. So, under the Obama administration, the FCC implemented rules that allow your internet browsing data to be treated as sensitive information. Now, according to the two-way breaking news from NPR, ISPs such as Verizon, AT&T, or Time Warner can collect information about the movies we watch, the websites we visit, and even the locations we travel to. And so the FCC implemented rules that will allow that will give you control over how that information is used. However, all of what I've just said was completely thrown away when President Trump signed Senate Joint Resolution 34 into law this month. With these rules completely eradicated, there leaves little privacy for you to enjoy. Now think about it. Your broadband provider knows deeply personal information about you and your family. And now they can sell this information without your consent. So what do we do? What's the solution? The law is already in place And the FCC cannot implement any rules that fall along the lines of its previous rule. So let's take a look at one possible solution. According to the New York Times, Illinois is already passing legislation through its houses to ensure that the privacy of its individuals is protected over the internet. Therefore, Indiana can implement legislation here in the state to protect our privacy over the web. However, this process first begins with you. Let's examine what you can do using those thumbs of yours on that mobile device. You can go to SaveTheInternet.com and sign a petition to encourage your government to act. Now, before you jump on my case and say, Dave, I'm only one person. I'm not about that life. I'm over here. I don't think I can make much of a difference. Think about it holistically. If all of us sign this petition, that's over 1,000 names, those of us in this room and those watching, going to the government saying that even our college students care about their information being shared on the web, and that will make a difference in this, whether you believe it or not. So as you can see, I'm filling out this information right here above. You can put in your comments, your feelings, your emotions about this law that President Trump implemented this month, and we will be good to go. Another thing that you can do to make sure your information is protected is download the IUVPN. According to the IU Knowledge Base page, VPN refers to a virtual private network. Now, this network can be downloaded on your mobile device, your tablet, or even your computer. And this network will actually encrypt and protect your data as it's being transmitted and sent over the internet. Now, this is not going to completely hide your information, but your internet service providers will not be able to see this information. So if they're not able to see this information, then they're not able to share this information. So to conclude, we should have a right to engage in a free and open internet. We shouldn't have to worry about our information being shared across the web with a price tag on it. And I want to leave you with a few things. This one is coming from former chairman of the FCC, Tom Willard. He said this, beginning quote, "This is your data. This is your information. Nobody should have access to it but you." End quote. So think about it. Would you want to put your grandfather up for sale? Would you want to put your brother or your sister? Now, some of us, we may want to do that. Let's keep those hands down. But that's exactly what's going on here when we're giving our privacy to the government. And so there's a lot of millennials in the room. We have been classified as those planet shakers, those world changers, those change agents. And I love to refer to you guys as ambassadors for your country. How can you sit here and allow your privacy to be taken away and just do nothing? If you agree with me, please download the IUVPN. And would my representatives who are holding my petition can please stand? All right. See any one of these individuals after our presentations on this evening to sign that petition if you have not already done so online. Thank you.